Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name's Levi McCurdy, and this is episode 185. That's right, that's where we're at. Let me turn the button volume up. Wouldn't want to have an episode without a button press, would we?
What are we doing?
You know what I mean? So this week, thank you all for watching. If you're on YouTube, which you should be, it's basically the only platform that matters. It's the one that will last. It's the one that will stay. Instagram will go away. TikTok inevitably will go away. And at the end of the day, YouTube will be here as the clear winner of them all. So that's why we're here. That's why we love it. That's why we support it. It's YouTube. It's you and me together. So you're going to hit the like button and then the subscribe button. And then the little bell just to make sure the notification is on, because you don't want to know. You don't want to miss it. You want to know. You know what I mean? You don't want to miss when the app drops. And so if you got the notification on and the bell's rung every time the app drops, boom, bam, chicken, Sam, there I am. It's a little notification. Hey, boo, what are we doing? New episode. Here it is this week. And so out the gate, we're swinging, babes, because it's a ChatGPT update, okay? Those people over at OpenAI, they're just Sam Altman. They're having a blast. They're dropping updates left and right. And this morning, we were greeted with what is their current thing that they're releasing, just a better memory system. For those of you who don't know, sometime last year, ChatGPT integrated memories into its core of its functionality. So if and when you tell it your name or anything about you or your business or what you're doing or creating or asking it to do, it remembers that in context with whatever you might then ask it next. That's what it uses it for. It becomes helpful when writing about you or blog posts or video description or whatever it is you're using ChatGPT for. It just making it personal seems a little bit more usable, and that's why it's kind of winning in that space. And so with the memories update that we got this morning, it was quite basically just like, hey, it's a better memory. It's memory 2.0, and it can now look through your entire chat history, everything about your life. It knows your social security number, your birth certificate. It has all of that on file.
What are we doing?
And so the memory update for ChatGPT is basically our next step towards them taking over. I'm just joking, but the memory update, we were greeted by it this morning. So naturally, because I use ChatGPT for everything, I went to it this morning and it was like, hey, check out the new memory feature. Click here, yes or yes. And so I said, naturally, yes. And so then it opened up a new chat for me. And basically, it had an already chat filled out as if I filled it out. And it said, describe me, and we're talking about me, Levi, describe me based on all our chats, make it catchy. And so now, because ChatGPT has this new memory feature, this is exactly what it came up with. I'm not making any of this up. This is based on what I have put into ChatGPT, because if you don't know, you got to know. I use it for all my emails. I use it for all my business endeavors, both of them, all of them, the podcast, clients, blog posts, email. I use it for searching. I mean, it's to not even its fullest capabilities yet, but I think, more invested and wired into ChatGPT or whatever language model you want to use. Claude, Gemini, they're all essentially the same now. But at the end of the day, I don't think anyone else who's like within my group of friends or people or, around here, I don't think they're not really using it. It's not really something that I don't think a lot of people go to on a daily basis like I do. So here is what ChatGPT whipped up. This was the first go at it, and then the conversation continued. So here's the first go. Levi McCurdy, the axe-throwing, satire-slinging, word-wrangling wizard of Central PA, marketing mastermind by day, podcast provocateur by night. He's the kind of guy who can spin a $6.99 Subway deal into a 900-word takedown of late-stage capitalism and still be home in time to DJ a wedding, post about pink whiskey shots, and prep dinner for Ollie. From turning Frenchy DNA into direwolves to building WordPress fortresses with accessible drop-down menus, Levi doesn't just juggle. He fire dances with deadlines. Oh, and when he's not roasting influencer culture on What Are We Doing, he's bringing fantasy axe throwing to life with warlocks, Vikings, and more themed chaos than a Renaissance fair run by Quentin Tarantino. The man's got opinions, plugins, and punchlines, and he signs off every email like a legend. Quote, "I appreciate it, and you, Levi M." End quote. Want a tagline? Here's one to consider. Pixels, podcasts, and perfectly timed sarcasm. Levi does it all with one eye open. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is everything that I have ever fed into ChatGPT summarized to create a description of me.
What are we doing?
Now, a little heavy on the axe throwing stuff. I helped a client of mine, a friend of mine. They launched a business, Fantasy Axe Throwing. Shout out to them. If you're in the Central PA area, Google it, go, have a good time. Editor Jeff went, he had a blast. It's a great place. Go throw some axes, let off some steam, fun for you and the special someone, date night, okay? Go there. Fantasy Axe Throwing. We helped launch the business. I did some social posts for them and generated some content and got ChatGPT to help us with some of that. But not really that much involved now. Their contract ended last year, so it's kind of a little heavy on that. But to get it squared down, I mean, hey, what a great first go. You know what I mean? So then I responded. I said, wow, spot on. I like it. Welcome to episode 185. In the meaning context of I'm talking about it right now, obviously this news and new feature has definitely been a topic now of this week's podcast, but ChatGPT started writing out a description for episode 185, and I was like, no. I just meant I'm talking about your description of me is going to be talked about on this week's podcast. And ChatGPT said back, I swear to God, word for word, oh snap, I love that even more. You're kicking off episode 185 with a dramatic reading of your own ChatGPT generated character bio. Iconic behavior. Peak Levi. Hashtag peak Levi, dude. In the comments. Might I suggest you go full cinematic with it? Maybe drop a little music under the intro, something mysterious and heroic, okay? And then it has a script. Now, this is our first go at it. Listen to the first draft of the script. This was supposed to be the intro that ChatGPT came up for this week's episode. And they want a little bit of mysterious, heroic music behind it. Ladies and gentlemen, this week we open with a tale, not just any tale, a legend, one forged in Central PA, sharpened by satire and wrapped in custom-coded WordPress templates. Who is he? He's me, and this is how ChatGPT describes me. And that was supposed to be the intro. And I said, hey, bro, that's a little too short, right? Make it 30 to 45 seconds, hell yeah. And so naturally, ChatGPT did its thing, okay? And now we have the full intro. So now that we're officially 10 plus minutes into this episode, we're redoing the intro.
What are we doing?
You know? Here we go. Cinematic music fades in, something epic, low strings with a build-up. You know what I mean? We'll find it. We'll put it in post. And here we go. Before we dive in today, let me introduce someone you think you know. Axe thrower, Frenchy Dad, DJ, Web Wizard, a satirical sledgehammer with a podcast mic in one hand and a keyboard in the other. He's the guy who can build a WordPress site before lunch, dismantle influencer culture by dinner, and still make it to kindergarten pickup with juice boxes in tow. From the warlock room at Fantasy Axe Throwing to the wild world of podcast punchlines, he signs off every email like a legend. I appreciate it. And you. Signed, Levi M. And he's your host. This is episode 185 of the What Are We Doing podcast. Buckle up. And then that's whatever is supposed to come. And so then I was like, well, that's pretty gangster. Thank you, ChatGPT.
What are we doing?
And so it has memories now. Listen, if you don't have ChatGPT downloaded on your phone, do it. I just showed it to Megs the other day, and even the free models are continuously getting better. Use it instead of Google, okay? It's going to be your best friend. When you have a question, just ask ChatGPT. Even if it's just going to the grocery store, even if it's making life decisions, like if you're like, I heard an ad on the radio, I can get hypnotized to, he's going to hypnotize me, and then I'm not going to eat all the sugar and bad food, and I'm going to lose weight. I think I should pay $75 to $100 for the ticket to get hypnotized to lose weight, and then I definitely am going to need the supplements that he tries to sell me at the hypnotist convention thing that we go to, where we sit in the room and they hypnotize us not to eat the candy. I definitely heard that. Put that into ChatGPT and then ask if it's a good idea, and it'll probably tell you, hey, no.
What are we doing?
Make good decisions. Put everything you need to do with your life into ChatGPT. If you need to send an email, do it. If you need to send a text, put it into ChatGPT first. If you need to figure out your health issues, put it into ChatGPT first, then take it to your doctor. If you need advice with your relationship, ask ChatGPT. If you need to figure out your budget, your life, how you can make more money, how you can stop from your car getting repossessed, how you can stop from having to sell personal items on Facebook Marketplace just to afford your mother's cell phone bill. Just go to ChatGPT and use it. Use it to create, use it to organize, use it to run your life, because it has advanced memories now. And when you start using it, it'll be able to tell you things like about yourself, like when I'm not roasting influencer culture on What Are We Doing, I'm bringing fantasy axe throwing and warlocks to life.
What are we doing?
Oh, it's so funny, dude. AI, and I mean AI, it's ever evolving. We're still every single day, we are seeing new pieces of content and ways to use AI. I mean, this is the most recent thing that I found. I mean, look at this genius piece of work that is just, I mean, you can't literally get any better than AI Jesus. You know what I mean?
What's my favorite movie? This is actually an interesting question because I get it a lot, and people expect me to answer, The Passion of the Christ or King of Kings, or like one of the more Jesus-y movies.
AI Jesus.
Honestly,
what are we
if you were
doing?
publicly executed, would you want to watch that at the end of a long day? No, thank you.
Exactly.
No, thank you. I just want to watch something that goes down pretty easy.
That's right.
Honestly, favorite movie of all time. Like, I will always watch it if it's on TV. Dumb and Dumber.
Oh,
I mean, it is a perfect movie. So many quotable moments. Like,
hot take, I've never seen Dumb and Dumber.
What are we doing?
I don't think I ever will. That kind of comedy, I like every other style I understand, but the Dumb and Dumber movie, I didn't watch the second one. I don't know anything about him. I know Jim Carrey is a mastermind. I know this movie goes down in history as one of the best, but A, I've never seen it, and B, I never will, because I just don't. I've seen clips and know enough about it to the point where it just, to me, I'm 1 degree off. I don't know what that is, but like, hey, maybe that's what, just me and AI Jesus, we don't relate. You know what I mean?
It is a perfect movie. So many quotable moments. Like to this day, if anyone ever mentions the country Austria, like someone's praying for their cousin in Austria or whatever, I will always think to myself, Austria? Well then, a good day, mate. Let's put another shrimp on the barbie. Because he thinks that she's talking about Australia. It's just that, that's why that's funny, and it just, oh man, it's so good. What about you? What's your favorite movie?
The Passion of the Christ.
Okay.
What are we doing?
One, I didn't watch it up until that part yet. So the devil appearing at the end, hilarious. And two, is AI Jesus like low-key sexy? Are we getting sexy vibes from AI Jesus? Yes or yes?
What are we doing?
He's just kind of a vibe all around. And to be honest with you, I think if we all just take a moment to be really, really honest with ourselves and really dive deep into our inward feelings, I think we can all kind of just at home in our own personal space admit, at least to ourselves, maybe our partner or a close friend or a family member, someone you know, just kind of come out and admit that we're kind of all real tired and done with the same 1 to 3 podcasts that we listen to on a monthly basis. I mean, how many times can you hear the same unsolved murder story on your Wondery app over a week again and again, and it's the same thing, and it's just the rehashing of the same crime. Someone went missing, and they interviewed the friends, and they thought the boyfriend did it, and then it turned out it wasn't him, and the arrest still hasn't been made, and this is so sad, and it's the end. And every week, it's the same thing. We need a new podcast to listen to.
What are we doing?
Aside from this one, you know what I mean? We're going to keep this one on the roster. But if we had to replace one that we're all currently obsessed with, I think we could all agree that a podcast every week, 30 to 45 minutes of banter between AI Jesus and AI Satan. Hello, I'm talking Webby Awards, Podcaster Awards, iHeartRadio Podcast Awards. Give them all of it. Give them the green light, give the studio all the money, sign it, get them the underwear deal and the Blue Chew ads and everything else out of the way, because I think what we need in 2025, just to kind of distract us from everything else that's going on, I think we really, as a society, could benefit from some new, fresh type of style of podcast, entertainment, online, video, audio format, however you want to consume it. And that coming from that of the likes of AI Jesus and AI Satan. I mean, hello, let's do it. I want season 1 dropping tomorrow.
What are we doing?
And so, you know what I mean? AI Jesus might not be real, but I'll tell you something that is definitely 100,000%, 1,000,000% real, happening here and now. It's among us. Here we go. It's real. We're not talking AI anymore. We're talking about real life people. And I'm talking none other than Fyre Fest 2.
What are we doing?
It's coming up. It's coming up. When's it coming? Fyre Fest 2 is coming on May 30th. May 30th to June something. I don't even know. Pull up the website. There's 3 different websites for it. It's Friday, May 30th to Monday, June 2nd. And I'll tell you what, I've got the calendar blocked off.
What are we doing?
Now, I don't know if everyone's been keeping up, but we've got repeat news this week, because now apparently alleged the second Mexico location has come out and denied any involvement with Mr. Billy McFarland and Fyre Fest 2. So that's like strike number 2. Strike number 3 is inevitably on the way. Billy McFarland, you're almost out. And so the Playa del Carmen government is now saying we have no idea what Billy McFarland's trying to do or where he's trying to do it or what he's trying to do it with. And so then McFarland comes out for having to do the second time and be like, look, the event's happening. It's in Mexico. Here's screenshots. Here's screenshots of all of our agreements, all of our permits, and everything we need from the Playa del Carmen, local tourist government, whoever we need to go through. This is what they said, and this is what it is. So Mexico saying they don't know Billy. Billy saying he's been talking to Mexico for months. Here's the paperwork. The issue then becomes us taking a bit of a closer look at the paperwork.
What are we doing?
Because this paperwork, we're zooming in on the Instagram post and we're seeing upwards of things like, hey, BT dubs, only 250 people are allowed at the resort place / that you're trying to have this at. He's trying to sell like 1,500 tickets. And then also there's only like 12 hours of like musical acts allowed. So that's like another red flag because it's supposed to be like a 3-day event.
What are we doing?
And so it just continues and continues and continues and continues to be just something that is what would seem to be an inevitable scam, okay? And I mean, even just looking at this website, if you go to fyre.mx, because no one can do a .com anymore, we have to be super fancy and pay 3 times as much for the domain registration to get a .mx because we're going to Mexico, so we're going to make it stupid. So we can't go to fyre.com, or I'm sure we can in a redirect, but it's just stupid. How much is the Prometheus package? How much is it? It's $1 million. If you want to experience Fyre Fest 2, you need to spend either $1,400, $5,000, $25,000, or fuck it, let's just drop $1.1 million.
What are we doing?
On the Prometheus God of Fire package. You get all exclusive access, Playa del Carmen, 24/7 private chauffeur, you get a yacht, you get accommodations, you get travel to and from, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you, it doesn't exist. The website, if you go to the website, it is so poorly put together. The navigation sucks. The scrolling sucks. Half of the links don't work. Like this buy merch button just doesn't work. Doesn't work half the time. Okay, now it works, of course. I'm trying to look at these Fyre 2 bucket hats, dude. I want one of these bucket hats. If I don't show up at Fyre Fest 2 and immediately have one of these denim bucket hats put on my head, I'm walking out of whatever country we inevitably end up in. So Fyre Festival 2 continues just to kind of become a scam. And now I'm on this kick of an algorithm where basically we're getting all the inside details now of the musical acts that were reached out to and could have possibly been a part of Fyre 2, because mind you, here we are yet again 2 months out. It's happening in 2 months, right? Like a little less than 2 months. It's supposed to be May 30th. And we still, I think we're promised 2 weeks ago an announcement for musical acts, because that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the Coachella of the sea. By the way, they're having a shit show over at Coachella. There's too many people.
What are we doing?
So it's miserable at Coachella this year, so have fun if you're there. And so Fyre Festival 2 presumably doesn't have any musical acts. So I'm on this algorithm now of these DJs and singers and artists who have presumably been offered positions and spots to play at Fyre Festival 2. And what we're finding is the first offer is essentially just your flights and your hotel room paid for. And then boom, you show up on stage, publicity, you're there, photos, Instagram, TikToks, and that's how you get paid on the back end. And then most people were just like, hey man, yeah, let me know if it's like a cash offer on top of my flights and hotel stay covered. Let me know if there's ever more to be offered. And then some people did actually get offered cash plus flights plus hotel, and it still just seems kind of sketchy. Every news outlet, every influencer, every person on the planet, except for CoffeeZilla. CoffeeZilla thinks he's going for free. CoffeeZilla thinks because he got a little tag on a hat he bought 3, 5, 10 years ago that he's going for free. But other than that, I don't think anyone's really purchased tickets. And so now I'm here to say, Billy McFarland, you need to call me.
What are we doing?
My phone number will be readily available. I have 4 different phone numbers Billy McFarland can access me from.
What are we doing?
It is not that difficult to search my name, find a phone number, give me a call, leave a voicemail, and I'll call you right back.
What are we doing?
Okay, if you have now even musical acts, indie artists, people who should be dying to get on any type of stage, turning you down, you need to do one thing, and that is call me.
What are we doing?
Because I'm ready, okay? I've got the dates blocked off. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to perform, and I have at least an hour, if not 90 minutes of a show ready, cooking in the oven, baking as we speak, and as soon as I'm done recording this episode, I'm going to take that puppy out, and I'm going to slap some icing on it, and it's going to be a hell of a fucking cake.
What are we doing?
Okay, we're talking straight up, starting with karate. That's where I was at 5 years old, and that's where it all began. Karate. I'm on stage, Fyre Fest 2. Someone, preferably my friend Jeff, who's into jiu-jitsu, so he knows what he's doing too. We're going to come out. We're going to break boards together, okay? That's the first 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to introduce myself, do a little intro of who I am and what you can expect within the next hour or so, and then bam, Jeff and I go get our jackets and our black belts on, and then boom, we're breaking boards for the first 15 minutes of the show. Then we transition into my dancing, my hip hop, my jazz, my ballet dancing as a young toddler / going into preteen era. I mean, I was on stage at the Appel Center in the middle of York City at 8, 9 years old, dancing to Space Jam. It's on the screen. Okay, you've seen it plenty of times. It happened. I'm there doing that next at Fyre Fest 2. So that we could probably do for like 5 to another 10 minutes. Okay. And then after that, my entertainment career shifted then into magic. Boom. 15 to 20 minutes magic show. I've got card tricks. I can swallow a balloon with audience members. I'll pull up like 10 to 15 people from the audience. Boom, put them on stage. Give everyone a balloon. Say, here we go. We're going to swallow it. And I'm the only one who can. A couple people might be able to because who knows at Fyre Fest? You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
I'll do like a couple other magic tricks. That'll be 30 to 45 minutes. And then boom, right into the next phase of my entertainment life. I get up there and I do another 15 to 20 minute DJ set. I get the crowd going because I got 5 to 10 songs that are the hypest songs ever. We got a little spin mix on them and it's going to be bumping. And then from the DJ set, we move right along to the final form of the entertainment of my life. And it's just a 30 to 45 minute live interactive podcast with the audience. I start the podcast episode, boom, bam. I do 10 to 15 minutes of bits. We then open it up to audience interaction, maybe a little Q&A. Maybe we give something away. Maybe we do whatever. We talk about some headlines, some topics. We get some people's stories, opinions. We react to them. We roast some people. We do something for 30 to 45 minutes and boom, it's a full-blown show.
What are we doing?
And I swear to God, as my witness today, AI Jesus has my back when I say that if, in fact, anyone from Billy McFarland's team calls us, gets in touch with us, DM me. I'm verified on Twitter. Find me there. Let's go. Send me a DM. All I need is a plane ticket and a hotel room. I don't want money like the other greedy fucks.
What are we doing?
That you've contacted. I don't need your money. I need a plane ticket and a hotel room to stay in, and I'll be on that stage for at least minimum an hour. We might do karaoke. We're going to have a whole fucking thing. And hey, guess what? My show, 10 times more entertaining than anything Antonio Brown is going to do.
What are we doing?
So by God, get in touch, Billy McFarfar or your team or whoever needs to reach out, DM me, call me, email me. It's all public. It's online, babe. Figure it out. Make contact. I'll sign on the dotted line and I'll be in Mexico. I'll do a show in Mexico for an hour, 90 minutes. I don't care how big the crowd is. Fyre Fest 2 featuring me. Levi's Era Tour. I mean, what more could you want at Fyre Festival 2? Okay. And by the way, hey, Billy, if you have me as an act at Fyre Festival 2, that guarantees you 10 people at least are going to come.
What are we doing?
I've got at least 10 ride or dies. I've got 10 ride or dies that'll be on a plane with a $1,400 ticket. Hopefully we can work on a discount for them. And you've got 10 people booked. You've got 10 people, and I'm assuming that the number's probably lower than that already in the grand total scheme of things. Call me. I want to be an act. I'll do it for free. Just fly me out. Give me the hotel. Pick me, Billy. Choose me, okay? Put in Meredith Grey over me. Pick me.
So pick me. Choose me. Love me.
Choose me, okay? Derek Shepherd's dead.
What are we doing?
I'm ready. I'm ready for Fyre Fest 2. Literally, this has been my entire life. I've been building up to this moment my entire life. If there is one stage that needs to see the entirety of me and everything that I have accomplished and done through my life in the entertainment space, from performing karate on City Island, winning first place trophies that were taller than me, to dancing on the stage at one of the biggest stages in central Pennsylvania, an amphitheater holding more than 2,000 people, to tap dancing on the street in a Tigger costume, making the front page of the local newspaper, to doing magic tricks, to DJing, to podcasting. One thing I missed out of the show, my Justin Bieber, holy shit, cut this out, put it in there. I forgot my Justin Bieber. We have to do the cover. We're going to do the Justin Bieber cover. It's going to be hot, the middle of the summer, and there's nothing people would love more than singing Mistletoe with me on the beaches of Mexico. Yes or yes, Billy McFarland.
What are we doing?
It's the most beautiful time of the year. Lights fill the streets, spreading so much cheer. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be at Fyre Fest 2 with you. Billy McFarland with you. Billy McFarland with you. At Fyre Fest 2 with you. Billy with you.
What are we doing?
I'm not even, I swear to God. Listen to me right now. If I get a call, if I get a DM, if I get a text, if I get any hint that this might even be a 1% chance possibility, I will have a team of people at my house to plan out the entire production tonight. I am not even joking. I will call Paul, Justin, Carlos, my other friend Paul. I'll call Jeff, everyone, every single person, Sandy Dungle, Monet. I mean, I am calling my sister, everyone on the roster, probably not my in-laws, but I'll call everyone else except for them. I'm calling everyone here for an emergency all hands on deck meeting, and we will plan and produce a show and be no less than ready for a Fyre Fest 2 performance.
What are we doing?
I've even got like an award-winning certified dance instructor ready to go. I need to brush up on my dance moves, okay? And so I'm gonna need something. I got my girl Jess from college, okay? And she's got this daughter. Now listen, will my dance instructor be like 12 years old? Yes, but she's like pop locking and dropping it with people from California, doing her thing on Zoom, doing her thing on Instagram. She just went off and like won a trophy somewhere dancing. She's been to Dancing with the Stars. She's seen the whole thing. She's a little freak nature of a child who just will not stop dancing.
What are we doing?
And so, by God, I'll have them. They'll be at the meeting. They need to coach me. I will have an all hands on deck team of people who will be ready to make sure that this performance is not only that of a lifetime, but that of mine, but that of yours, and one that no one, I don't think, has ever seen before. And I couldn't think of a more perfect stage than Fyre Festival 2. Billy McFarland, give me a call.
What are we doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of the What Are We Doing podcast is brought to you by our friends at Blue Chew. You're going to want to go to wandpod.com/blue. It's WAWDPOD.com/blue, BLUE. And what better than $20 off your first order? I'm talking we've upgraded you to $25 off.
What are we doing?
You're getting $25 off your first order. You're just paying $5 for shipping. Your first month is free. It's Blue Chew. They have the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. No matter what issues you have in the bedroom, whether you need help getting it up, whether you need help keeping it hard, whether you need help revving the engine for a second time, or just a little bit of all the combos, they've got a pack for you. Hey man, I'm not talking about I need the max combo deal, but you might. So go to wadpod.com/blue, get your first order, $25 off, basically for free, pay $5 shipping on the Wad Pod. What does Blue Chew do? It enhances your sexual performance. Synfidel stays active for 4 to 6 hours and can take effects in little as 30 minutes. It improves blood flow. It relaxes the blood vessels, causing an increased blood flow to your area when aroused. It's fruit punch flavored. So it's fruit punch flavored. So these little things are not only effective, but they're delicious. And you have better sex. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. If you want your partner to be happy with you and your performance, get to chewing with Blue Chew. WAWDPOD.com/blue. You get your first order for free. It's the usual deal, $5 then for shipping, and you're taken care of. I've got your Friday night covered. Do you? Mine's covered downstairs in a drawer right on the bedside table, okay? You pop one, you pop two, 30 minutes go by, you're rip-roaring, you're ready to go. It's gonna be a show when you chew the blue.
What are we doing?
Those are bars, and I'm not even a rapper. I'm retired. I used to be a rapper, okay? So I've still got some gas in that tank. And if you want more gas in yours tonight, when you and your girl a little bit bored sitting on the couch, start rubbing the leg and get it chewing with Blue Chew. Get your first order free. It's on us. We love you guys. Back to the show. Trump this week, I'm so exhausted. I'm done with zaddy trumpets for a while. I can't, we need a break. We need to break up. It's only been like 50, 45, 60 days or something crazy, but I'm about 2 months into this relationship too far, okay? Because we drop the tariffs, we crash the stock market. Stock market crashes, Monday comes, it's crashing. Tuesday comes, it's crashing. Wednesday comes, it's crashing. And Trump's like, okay, fine. We've had enough. All of my friends have been able to use the billions of dollars that they still have to buy the dip.
What are we doing?
And so now that his friends have bought the dip, because all of the stock market crash, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they've all got their now stock market dips purchased. Donald Trump then announces a 90-day pause on the tariffs. What a coincidence. In the stock market rises. So those who were down bad are now up good again. And so really what I think we all failed to see here was the art of the deal. You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
It's the art of the deal. And of course, that's all it is. This whole presidency, everything else going on, call it what it is. But at the end of the day, do we really know what it is that's happening? Because now we've got a 90-day pause on the tariffs for some unknown reason, I guess not to tank the economy. And except for China, we're going spit for spat with. We've got to keep going back and forth to China. We started at 100% tariff, then it was 1.4, then it was 115. Now I think we're at like 125, 150%. I don't know what it is, but they keep rebuttaling. I think they just hit us with 125% tariff. And so it's like President Xi and President Trump aren't really vibing right now. And so now we're in like this trade war with China and everyone else is paused. Thank God, because the penguins of McDonald Island were about to go nuclear.
What are we doing?
But they're holding off for 90 days, thank goodness. So essentially, the only question comes down to, are you having fun? Oh, I just want everyone to have fun. I think as long as everyone here is having fun, we're enjoying life, we're going through the proper channel, we go to work every day, we pay our taxes, hopefully for not much longer. But if we do, we're going to continue to pay our taxes and we're just going to enjoy it. And as long as we're all having fun, who in their right mind would be calling me in the middle of a podcast bit?
What are we doing?
There's no way it could be Billy McFarland because he hasn't heard this yet. I mean, unless they found me, unless they discovered me through the proper channels, they probably are fans of the podcast. They might be calling right now. I'll let that go to voicemail. How's that sound? So basically, I just want everyone to have fun now that the tariffs are out, the tariffs are paused, the economy's essentially back up. We've got Nvidia above $100 a share. And if you were a silly, goofy goober and missed out buying that under 100, I'm sorry to say, but you missed the dip.
What are we doing?
Okay, and if you don't take it from me, don't take it from me, take it from the man himself, okay? Donald Trump, he's out here telling people, hey, just be cool, it'll all work out. Hey, be cool, I got this, I know what's going on, it'll all work out. Listen to this, you know what I mean?
It does take guts. It even takes guts for our country to go through it. That's why I say be cool. They were saying about, see, just be cool, it's going to work out. It's going to work out, and it's working out. I can tell you, working out maybe faster than I thought.
What are we doing?
Just be cool, and it'll all work out. Just be cool, Donald Trump says, and your life savings and the stock markets and everything that you've worked for is not actually going to go away. Just be cool. Prices will go back up. Eggs are more expensive than they ever have been. Just reported today.
What are we doing?
Just be cool. Everything will be fine. Just be cool. It has to, hey, listen to what they said. It has to get, listen, it'll get worse. It has to get worse before it can get better. That's what they always say. Just be cool. It'll be okay. And that's it. And that's the words of the president. I need a shirt with all the faces, like those new TikTok collage shirts. I need a shirt with a bunch of Donald Trump faces on it and a quote that says, just be cool. It'll all be okay. Someone make me the shirt. Send it, please. DM us. I'll send you money and then you can ship.
What are we doing?
So Benny Blanco, of course, is still continuing to make the rounds. Him and Selena Gomez, of course, they're now in love, mushy gushy. We touched a little bit on him last week, but it was more Bieber-centric. But Benny Blanco's still doing the publicity rounds for the co-album with Selena Gomez. That's out now. I think it's called I Said I Love You First or something like that. Something mushy gushy because they're in love.
What are we doing?
And so he's doing rounds, he's doing the pubs, he's doing the pods, you know, publish for the album coming out. And he stopped by his friends, Santino and Santino's pod, Bad Friends, featuring a friend of our show, Bobby Lee. Listen, Bob and I, we go way back. Mad TV days, we used to kick it, hang out, play Halo together. Those were the days. Bobby Lee, friend of the show, Andrew Santino, they're talking to Benny Blanco. And so naturally, I turned on this episode and I learned some things. This episode was real juicy. If you thought the Hot Ones interview with Blanco and Selena was a little awkward and like all of the other interviews where they're together, all of those are kind of awkward. But if you look at the solo promo they're doing and look at some of the solo stuff Benny's doing while Selena's not there, because you know for a fact that Benny Blanco put it on the list. It was on the list for him to do the Bad Friends podcast because him and Andrew Santino have been friends for a while. So of course he was going to go there. And Selena Gomez took one quick search on YouTube, Bad Friends podcast, took one good look at the set and said, yeah, babe, you can do that one on your own if it's not mandatory because I'm Selena Gomez, and I want to be nowhere near Bobby Lee and the Bad Friends podcast.
What are we doing?
And so Blanco went alone. Benny went alone. Benny went alone to bad friends, but we got some juicy, juicy, juicy drops from our good friend Benny Blanco, okay? Now, we've said in the past, Benny, he's a little off. He's 1% off. He's a little weird, but that's why we love him. That's why Selena loves him. That's why everyone falls in love with him. That's why he's hot right now, because he's just a little weird. And being a little weird is in, you know what I mean? I'm a little weird. You're a little weird. My son's a little weird. Everyone's got their own little weird kind of quirks. And that's why I think we're all kind of aligning and vibing with Benny Blanco at the moment. And so in 2025, we're promoting this album, and listen to this. So this is from his interview with the Bad Friends podcast, and listen to how he describes his perfect woman, as well as his relationship with Selena. Ladies, I need you all to start being incredibly jealous.
What are we doing?
Ladies, grab your boyfriend, grab your fiance, grab your husband, your significant other, whoever your partner is, whoever means the most to you in your life, grab them, then show them this exact spot of the podcast. This is how Benny Blanco describes his perfect woman, aka Selena Gomez. Ladies, eat your heart out. It's utterly, I mean, I cried, okay? And I was a little wet downstairs because of how he just so perfectly describes what should be anyone's wedding vows. If you're trying to write them, pay close attention, because Benny Blanco's got you covered.
Keep going.
Okay,
Because I'm learning from you.
Okay, and I wanted someone who was kind, and like who actually like Selena's incredible. When I wake up in the morning, I know what's going through her head, and now what's going through my head too is like, how can we make like today like the best day for both of us? Like she's thinking about me, and she's thinking, and I feel like a lot of times in relationships, I felt like I was always giving and I wasn't getting what I wanted in return.
Right.
And she's so thoughtful, so caring, so compassionate. So I really wanted someone like that. I basically manifested the perfect person for me.
Would you
And
look
I
at that?
wanted,
Manifest.
That's what I want to.
yeah, you got to
Let's go down your realistic
you wanna-
checklist. What was your first date like?
our
Okay.
first.
So here's the first date, right? So ladies, hey, am I right? Yes or yes?
What are we doing?
I mean, is he not just the perfect man? Is Selena Gomez not the luckiest girl on this planet?
What are we doing?
So he's describing the first date. Okay. And so if this isn't, again, one of the most adorable things. Now, how important is a first date? You know what I mean? For 98% of women surveyed, they consider the first date a make or break for any future relationship with a guy.
What are we doing?
And for the record, I just made up that statistic. Here we go. Take a listen.
We had like left, we left the studio one day. We start texting. And
So you're producing her album.
I produce with her, and I have for 10
Sure.
plus years.
So you guys are in the studio.
We were
And
just-
what about this? You know,
Yeah. I was
yeah.
chicka. Yeah. It was,
And she's like, I don't like that
That's how
sound.
it works.
How about that?
Oh, you listen to
I
her
like
stuff.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, go. And then afterwards, go ahead.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So afterwards, she texts me, or no, I texted her, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "What a great set!" I forget what happened, something, and then we start texting back and forth, and I'm busy that night, and we're just texting back and forth, and yeah,
Real quick.
yeah.
Is there sexual, when you worked with her before, was there some sort of sexual tension?
All right.
There's never been sexual
So
tension.
you never even thought about it?
No, I never thought. We've always been in relationships. We've always like we've never even been single at the same time.
Professional mode always.
Okay, so we start like texting, and somehow we start sending like selfies back and
Finally,
forth.
we get to
that's
the
how it
first
starts.
date. Okay, finally, here's Jesus Christ. We're going to cut all that out. Finally here. So here is Benny Blanco. This is where the first date comes in.
It was like a selfie thing,
Right.
and
You guys are giggling.
there was giggling, but I wasn't thinking of anything. I was just like, oh, I'm just like, we're
And
working on the song.
For the record, Benny Blanco has a toast, an over easy egg phone case, and a pack of Welch's fruit snacks just on standby in case in the middle of this episode he gets a little hungry.
What are we doing?
I don't know if anyone clocked that. The phone case and the mini pack of fruit snacks, core Benny Blanco.
It's cool. And then she was like, you want to get some food tomorrow. And so, okay. So while we were at the session, we were talking about our dating lives, and I was like, oh my God, I know so many great guys. Why don't you like come to our house one day and like, we'll have like a dinner and you can meet some people. Like I literally wasn't even thinking about it.
So now that we're done talking all nice and mushy gushy about Selena, he says something that confirmed our thoughts. Back when we were watching the Hot Ones episode with Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez promoting the album, I thought there was something a little off with Selena. She was talking a little funny, and everyone was like, hey man, what's going on with Selena? And Benny here confirms it. Take a listen.
I mean, just like on a phone call, like, all right, love you, bye.
She was getting like I forget. She was getting like dental work or something. Something happened.
What are we doing?
She got her teeth done, and that's exactly why Selena Gomez sounded like this on the Hot Ones episode.
And for me personally, for sure, I was able to tell him things that I don't think I would in another relationship.
Okay, so
Because he was also, to me, like the conductor of this record, and I don't know, I felt like I could tell him things that maybe...
we figured it out.
What are we doing?
We figured it out. We're basically TMZ. We've popped the lid. This is probably already headline news, but in case you haven't heard here first, Benny Blanco just confirmed Selena Gomez got her teeth done. Why? That is something that you need to know or need to be worried about. It's not. Why we're reporting on it, I have no idea. I wasn't planning on it, but this is where the ADHD tangent went. You know what I mean? So it must be important. It's going to be important to at least one person. I guarantee you when we inevitably clip this part of the episode, one person is going to care and be like, I knew it. I knew she got her teeth done. That Selena Gomez, that sneaky, pretty little girl dating a weirdo like Benny Blanco. I knew it.
What are we doing?
And then that's going to be it. And so if it's for that one person, then it's for anything else. You know what I mean? And so it's Benny Blanco season. But at the end of the day, he is just, like I said, he's like that 1% off. And it's now to the point where we've got these dudes that are just straight up ripping Benny Blanco on TikTok. Like, look, this is such him though. This is so him. I've heard him say all of this. Listen to this is so good. This creator, ready?
That makes Selena so special is like her biological makeup is so perfect. It's honestly insane. It's to the point where I'll actually drink her bath water just to get her pheromones and her leftovers in my system, kind of to make me the perfect person like she is. Thing about Selena is she's one of the most thoughtful people I've ever met. She's so thoughtful that even when she poops, her scent is literally Fritos, which is my favorite snack, besides Selena. But if you're a man and you're grossed out by your woman using the bathroom, imagine how grossed out your woman is that you're not a good listener.
Dude, I mean, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
What are we doing?
It's so good. It's literally so good. Listen, last but not least, we've got some terrible news. We've got an update for you, and it has nothing less to do other than our girl Bambi. You know what I mean? It's Bambi. It's Bambi. It's Bambi. It's Bambi. It's Bambi. It's Bambi's world, and we're all just living in it.
What are we doing?
Okay. And so, we reported on this a couple weeks ago, okay? Bambi obviously had season 1 of Could Have Been Love with Druski. If you haven't seen it yet, check out that 6-episode arc. I mean, I didn't see any of those moves coming. It was a true cinematic masterpiece. If Hulu or Netflix doesn't pick up Could Have Been Love season 2 for like an official streaming run, then hey, big mistake. And so we thought that, we'd hear an update from Druski and Bambi. Are they still together? We getting a reunion episode. And so through the grapevine, we heard maybe via an Instagram live, as it turned out, Bambi wasn't actually pregnant with Druski's child. As it turns out, she had just eaten lunch that day, and that's what she was feeling, the indigestion in her stomach.
What are we doing?
And so that rumor has since been put to rest. Now, it would seem as if things aren't looking so good. They're not looking so bright and sunny over in Bambi land. And I quote, middle fingers to the sky, end quote. Uh-oh, who could have seen this coming? Am I right? You know what I mean? Roll the clip.
Fuck that nigga.
What are we doing?
Bambi dropping the N-bomb. I mean, let's whoa, let's back it up. What's going on with Bambi and Druski?
Like, what's up with that? Like, for real. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga? I'm really out here looking for a new stepdaddy because he bullshit.
Whoa.
Really?
What?
Yeah, it's really why? Because he think he could just go. So what I heard was, okay, after I won my 50K,
yeah,
clock it. I got that money on. Okay, period. He took switcheroo back to the Airbnb and sucked on the titty.
No.
What are we doing?
I can't. I mean, hey, what else are you gonna say? Hats up, Druski. Hats off to you. You get all the you get all the love, all the tips, all the praise. Could have been love season 2. Let's go. I want it. Get it in production now. Get a new house. Get a new group of girls. I'm talking. So as soon as they're done with production and shutting it down, Could have been love. Season 1 over. Druski immediately takes Switcheroo, the non-winner of the show, back to the house and just straight up sucked on that titty.
What are we doing?
I mean, just pure gold. It's pure gold. It's pure entertainment. It doesn't get better than that. And I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all you need to know. For anyone who is curious, who was left wondering, left hanging after the season finale of Could Have Been Love with Druski, the winner was none other than our my man, Bambi. Okay. And apparently, according to her, I mean, it's coming straight from her. So the source has to be 100%. According to her, Druski was caught sucking on Switcheroo's titty, and now it's middle fingers to the sky. F. Druski, signed Bambi.
What are we doing?
And that's it. And that's absolutely it. And that's true love. That's true love. That's entertainment. And that's the world we live in today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for rocking with me this week. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. And if you haven't done so already, like if you're, oh my God, Levi, I already did those things. You've said it 185 times already. How many more times can I do it? Did you hit the bell? Did you hit the notification bell? Did you? Okay, no, you didn't. So turn on the notification and let's make it happen. So every time we drop the app, you get the little ding notification on the screen, on the iPhone, on the home screen of your Android device, and then you can watch the full episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name's Levi McCurdy, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, I'll see you, Billy McFarland. Bro, let's go. We've got Fyre Festival 2 on lock. I'm ready. I'm performing. I want to be a part of it. Let's make it happen. Peace out, peeps.
What are we doing?